Hello everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. And I hope and I hope you all had a good week this week. Well, I did. And so okay. But it's been really hot out here. We get up over 90s in the 90s and the 70s in the evenings. It only rained a little bit, not too much. Okay. And now I'm going to read uh oh yes, I'll talk about that later. Um, I'm going to read Gary's poem called "Money Has Spoiled." This is our poem theme for the club. Okay, "Money Has Spoiled" by Gary A. Snyder. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. Okay, now I'm gonna play Gary reciting his poetry called "The Hour of Truth."
All right. Hello, I got you, girl.
Hey, Mr. Gary, how are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing just fine.
Begin.
And I thought I'd bring you a little one of my old poems called "The Hour of Truth." And it starts like this: the poetry is a communication of truth, a necessity of understanding a necessity of understanding something you can believe in, a comfort to your well-being to know the world you're living in, know and to feel. Evils will be spread to the open mind. The love of others shall be unkind. End poem.
Wow.
Anyway.
Why are you giggling?
Oh, because this is still scribbled up from the first time I wrote it. I never got it typed out anywhere. And I was trying to follow my arrow over here to another sentence before you do the other 2 or 3 sentences, stuff like that. They got some just blacked out with a pen, ink, period. Some words are gone. So anyway, I did the best I could.
Well, you did incredible, sweetheart.
Thank you.
So is your
Yes.
darling girl going to tell us how to find you?
Yeah, you ready for them 26 IRLs or whatever it is?
Yeah.
There you go. Here's Noreen.
All right.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, and that was Gary Snyder. He was reading his poem, reciting his poem, "The Hour of Truth." Okay, now. Okay, now I'm going to read from the complete works of William Shakespeare's book, and we're on Volume 1, and we're on Act 4. Okay. Act 4, Scene 1. We're on the first, still on the first play in this book, Titus Andronicus. Okay. Act 4, Scene 1. It's in Rome, Titus's garden. Enter young Lucius and Labinta. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all ever get that where your nose is itching? Okay. Hello, Robbie. Welcome. Okay, hold on. Okay, y'all. My nose is itching. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. It was itching, and I too couldn't help it. Okay. Hello, Robbie. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Now I'm reading from Titus Andronicus. We're on Act 4, Scene 1, in Rome, Titus' garden. Enter young Lucius and Lavinia running after him, and the boy flies from her with books under his arm. Then enter Titus and Marcus. Young Lou, help, grandsire, help! My aunt Lavinia follows me everywhere, I know not why. Good Uncle Marcus, see how swift she comes. Alas, sweet aunt, I know not what you mean. Marcus, stand by me, Lucius. Do not fear thine aunt. Titus, she loves thee, boy, too well to do thee harm. Young Lucius, when my father was in home, she did. Marcus, what means my niece Lavinia by these signs? Titus, fear her not, Lucius. So much doth she mean. See, Lucius, see how much she makes of thee. Somewhat whither would she have thee go with her? Ah, boy, Cornelia never with more care read to her read to her sons than she hath read to thee. Sweet poetry and Tully's orator. Marcus, couldst thou not guess wherefore she plies thee thus? Young Lucas, my lord, I know not I, nor can I guess, unless some fit or frenzy do possess her. For I have heard my grandsire might say full of extremity of grief would make men mad, and I have read that Hecuba of Troy ran mad through sorrow that made me to fear. Although, my lord, I know my noble aunt loves me as dear as ever my mother did, and would not, but in a fury, fright my youth, which made me down to throw my books and fly, causeless, perhaps, but pardon me, sweet aunt, and madame, if my uncle Marcus go, I will most willingly attend your ladyship. Marcus, Lucius, I will. Lavinia turns over with her stumps, over with with her stumps of books, which Lucius has let fall. Titus, how now, Lavinia? Marcus, what means this? Some book there is that she desires to see. Which is it, girl, of these? Open them, boy, but thou art deeper read, and better skilled. Come and take choice of all my library, and so beguile thy sorrow, till the heavens reveal the damned contriver of his deed. Why lifts she up her arms in sequence this? Marcus, I think she means that there was more than one. Confederate in the fact, more than there was, or else to heaven she heaved them for revenge. Titus, That she tosses so, young Lucius. Grandsire, 'tis Ovid's Metamorphoses. My mother gave it to me. Marcus, for love of her that's gone, perhaps she culled it from among the rest. Titus, soft, see how busily she turns the leaves, helping her. What will she find? Lavinia, shall I read? This is a tragic tale of Philano, and treats of Tyrrhus Trajan and his rape, and rape, I fear, was root of thine annoy. Marcus, see, brother, see, note how she quotes the leaves. Titus, Lavinia, wert thou thus surprised, sweet girl, ravished and wronged as Philomela was, forced in the ruthless, vast and gloomy woods? See, see, such a place there is where we did hunt. Oh, had we never, never hunted there, patterned by that the poet here describes, by nature made for murders and for rapes. Okay. Um, um, okay. Um, Hello, Dickie. Um, welcome, Dickie, to the the Poetry Club Saturday night show, and welcome. It's an honor to have you here. Hello, Max Winnett. Thank you, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you all. It don't show up on the StreamYard. From this is the fourth week, so I have to get my cell phone while I'm on this laptop to look at the on my personal page on Facebook, because it won't show up on there now on StreamYard like it used to. So I don't know what is going on there. So I make sure I can see everybody now. I make sure it's up here. hmm Okay. And um okay. Marcus says, "Oh, why should a nature build so foul a den, unless a God's delight in tragedies?" Titus, give sign, sweet girl, for here are none but friends. What Roman lord it was durst do the deed, or slunk, not Saturnine, as Tarquin erst, that lit the camp to sin in Lucretius' bed? Marcus, sit down, sweet niece. Brother, sit down by me. Apollo, Pallas, Joy, or Mercury, inspire me, that I may this Trajan find. My lord, look here, Lavinia. This sandy plot is plain. Guide, if thou canst, this after me, when I have written my name, without the help of any hand at all. He writes his name with his staff, and guides it with feet, and now cursed be that heart that forced us to this search, to the ship. Write thou good niece, and here display at last what God will have discovered for revenge. Heaven guide thy pen to print thy sorrows plain, that we may know the traitors and the truth. She takes a staff in her mouth and guides it with her stumps, and writes, Titus, oh, do ye read, my lord, what she hath written? Stumprum, Sharon, Demetrius, Mayor, what? The lustful son of Tamora? Performers of this heinous bloody deed? Titus, Magni Dominator Pole, Tom Lentus Adi Seclera, Tom Tan Lentus Bites, Marcus, oh, calm thee, gentle lord, although I know there's enough written upon this earth to stir a mutiny in the mildest thoughts, and arm the minds of infants to exclaims, "My lord, kneel down with me, Lavinia, kneel, and kneel, sweet boy, the Roman Hector's hope, and swear with me, as with a woeful fear, and father of that chaste dishonored dame, Lord Junius Brutus, swear for Lucretius' rape, that we will prosecute by good advice mortal revenge upon these traitorous ghosts, and see their blood, or die with this reproach. Titus, 'tis sure enough, and you know how. If you hunt these bare whelps, then beware, the dam will wake, and if she wind you once, she's with the lion deeply still in league, and heals hope blows him whilst she playeth on her back, and when he sleeps, will she do what she list. You are a young huntsman, Marcus. Let it alone, and come. I will go get a leaf of brass, and with a gad of steel will write these words, and lay it by. The angry northern wind will blow these sins like Sybil's leaves abroad. And where's your lesson then? Boy, what say you, young Lucius? I say, my lord, that if I were a man, their mother's bedchamber should not be safe for these bad bondmen to the yoke of Rome. Marcus. Yea, that's my boy. Thy father hath full oft for his ungrateful country done the like. Young Lucius. And uncle, so will I, and if I live. Titus. Come, go with me into mine armory. Lucius. I'll tip thee. Okay. And withal, my boy, shall carry from me to the emperor's sons presents that I intend to send them both. Come, come, thou do thy message, wilt thou not? Okay. Hello, Terry Villa. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Young Lucius. Ay, with my dagger in their bosoms, grandsire. Titus. No, boy, not so. I'll teach thee another course. Lavinia, come. Marcus, look to my house. Lucius and I'll go bathe it at the court. Ay, marry will we, sir, and we'll be waited out. Exit Titus, Lavinia, and young Lucius. Marcus. Oh heavens, can you hear a good man groan, and not relent, or not compassion him? Marcus, attend him in his ecstasy, that hath more scars of sorrow in his heart than full men's marks upon his battered shield, but yet so, just that he will not revenge. Revenge, ye heavens, for old Andronicus. Exit. Scene 2. The same. A room in the palace. Enter from one side Aaron, Demetrius, and Chiron. From the other side, young Lucius and an attendant with a bundle of weapons and verses writ upon them. Chiron. Demetrius, here's the son of Lucius. He hath some message to deliver us. Aaron. Some mad message from his mad grandfather. Young Lucius. My lords, with all the humbleness I may, I greet your honors from Andronicus. Aside, and pray the Roman gods confound you both. Demetrius. Grand mercy, lovely Lucius. What's the news? Young Lucius, aside, that you are both deciphered. That's the news. For villains marked with rape. May it please you, my grandsire, will advise both has sent by me the goodliest weapons of his armory to gratify your honorable youth, the hope of Rome. For so be bade me say, and so I do, and with his gifts present your lordships, that that whenever you have need, you may be armed and pointed well, and so I leave you both aside like bloody villains. Exit young Lucius and attendant. Demetrius was here, a scroll and written round about. Let's see, reads, Integer vitae sceleris purus non eget mari joculus nec auricru chi otis a birch and Horace. I know it well. I read it in the grammar long ago. Aaron, just a birch and Horace, right? You have it. Aside, now what a thing it is to be an ass. Here's no sound jest. The old men have found their guilt, and send them weapons wrapped about with vines that wound beyond their feeling to the quick. But were our witty impressed well afoot, she would applaud Andronica's conceit, but let her rest in her unrest a while. And now, young lords, was it not a happy star led us to Rome, strangers, and more than so, captives to be advanced to this height? It did me good before the palace, yelled to have the tribune in his brother's hearing, Demetrius, but no more, but me more good to see so great a lord basely insinuate and send his gifts. Aaron, had he not reason, Lord Demetrius? Did you not use his daughters very friendly? Demetrius, I would we had 1,000 Roman dames at such a day by turn to serve our just Sharon, a charitable wish and full of love. Aaron, here lacks but your mother for to say amen. Sharon, and that would she for 20,000 more. Demetrius, come, let us go and pray to all this gods for our beloved mother in her pains. Aaron, aside, pray to the devils. The gods have given us over. Trumpets sound within. Demetrius, why do the imperious trumpets flourish this? Sharon, belike for joy the imperior hath a son. Demetrius, soft, who comes here? Enter a nurse with a blackamoor child in her arms. Nurse, good morrow, lords. Oh, tell me, did you see Aaron the Moor? Aaron, well, more or less, or never a whit at all. Here Aaron is, and what with Aaron now? Nurse, oh, gentle Aaron, we are all undone. Now help, or woe betide the evermore. Aaron, why, what a caterwauling dost thou keep? What dost thou rap and fumble in thine areas? Nurse, oh, that wish I would hide from heaven's eye our empress shame and stately Rome's disgrace. She is delivered, lords, she is delivered. Aaron, to whom? Nurse, I mean, she is brought a bed. Aaron, well, God give her good rest. What hath he sent her? Nurse, a devil. Aaron, why then she is a devil's den? A joyful issue. Nurse, a joyless, dismal, black and sorrowful issue. Here is a babe as loathsome as a toad among the fairest breeders of our clime. The empress sends it thee, thy stamp, thy seal, and bids thee christen it with thy dagger's point. Aaron, zounds, ye whore, is black so base a hue? Sweet blouse, you are a beauteous blossom, sure. Demetrius, villain, what hast thou done? Aaron, that which thou canst not undo. Sharon, thou hast undone our mother. Aaron, villain, I have done thy mother. Demetrius, and therein, hellish dog, thou hast undone. Woe to her chance, and damned her loath choice. Accursed, the offspring of so foul a fiend. Sharon, it shall not live. Aaron, it shall not die. Nurse, Aaron, it must. The mother wills it so. Aaron, what must it, nurse? Then let no man but I do execution on my flesh and blood. Demetrius, I'll broach the tadpole on my rapier's point. Nurse, give it to me. My my sword shall soon dispatch it. Aaron, sooner this sword shall plough thy bowels up. Takes the child from the nurse and draws. Stay, murderous villains. Will you kill your brother? Now by the burning tapers of the sky that shone so brightly when this boy was got, he dies upon my scimitar's sharp point that touches this my firstborn son and heir. I tell you, younglings, not in Enceladus, with all his threatening band of Typhoon's brood, nor great Alcides, nor the god of war, shall seize a prey out of his father's hands. What, ye sanguine, shadow-hearted boys, ye white-limed walls, ye ale-house painted signs? Coat black is better than another hue, in that it scorns to bear another hue. For all the water in the ocean can never turn the swan's black legs to wine white, although she laid them hourly in the flood, till the empress from me, I am of age to keep mine own, excuse it how she can. Demetrius, wilt thou betray thy noble mistress thus? Aaron, my mistress is my mistress. This myself, the vigor, and the picture of my youth. This, before all the world do I prefer. This maugre all the world will I keep safe, or some of you shall smoke or for it in Rome. Demetrius, by this our mother is forever chained. Sharon, Rome will despise her for this foul escape. Nurse, the imperior in his rage will doom her death. Chiron, I blush to think upon this ignominy. Aaron, why, there's a privilege your beauty bears. By treacherous you, that will betray with blushing the close enacts and counsels of the heart. Here's a young lad, framed of another leer. Look, how the black slave smiles upon the father, as who should say, O lad, I am thine own. He is your brother, lords, sensibly fed, or that self blood that first gave life to you, and from that womb where you in prison were, he is enfranchised and come to light. Nay, he is your brother by the sure side, although my seal be stamped in his face. Nurse, Aaron, what shall I say unto the empress? Demetrius, advise thee, Aaron, what is to be done, and we will all subscribe to thy advice. Save thou the child, so we may all be safe. Aaron, then sit we down, and let us all consult. My son and I will have the wind of you. Keep there, and now talk at pleasure of your safety. They sit. Excuse me, y'all. Uh-oh. Okay. Um, um. Demetrius, how many women saw this child of his? Aaron, why so, brave lords, when we join in league? I am a lamb, but if you braid them more, the shaft bore the mountain lioness. The ocean swelled not so as Aaron's storms. But say again, how many saw the child? Nurse, Cornelia the midwife and myself, and no one else but the delivered empress. Aaron, the empress, the midwife, and herself. Two may keep counsel when the third's away. Go to the empress. Tell her this I said. He kills a nurse. Weak, weak. So cries a pig prepared to the spit. Demetrius, what meanest thou, Aaron? Wherefore didst thou this? Aaron, O Lord, sir, 'tis a deed of policy. Shall she live to betray this guilt of ours? A long-tongued babbling gossip? No, lords, no. Now be it known to you my full intent. Not far, one Molly lives, my countryman. His wife but yesternight was brought to bed. His child is like to her, fair as you are. Go pack with him, and give the mother gold, and tell them both the circumstance of all, and how by this their child shall be advanced, and be received for the imperious heir, and substituted in the place of mine, to calm this tempest whirling in the court, and let the imperior dandle him for his own. Hark ye, lords, ye see I have given her psychic, pointing to the nurse, and you must needs to bestow her funeral. The fields are near, and you are gallant grooms. This done, see that you take no longer days, but send the midwife presently to me. The midwife and the nurse will make away. Then let the babies tattle well they please. Sharon, Aaron, I see thou wilt not trust the heir with secrets. Demetrius, for this care of Tamora, herself and hers are highly bound to thee. Exit Demetrius and Sharon bearing off the nurse's body. Aaron, now to the ghost, as swift as swallow flies, there to dispose this treasure in mine arms, and secretly to greet the empress friends. Come on, you thick-lipped slave, I'll bear you hence, for it is you that puts us to our ships. I'll make you feed on berries and on roots, and feed on curds and whey, and suck the goat, and cabin in a cave, and bring you up to be a warrior, and command a camp. Exit. Okay. Scene 3. The same, a public place. Enter Titus, bearing arrows with letters at the ends of them. With him, Marcus, young Lucius, Publius, Sempronius, Caius, and other gentlemen with bows. Titus, come, Marcus, come, kinsman, this is the way. Sir boy, now let me see your archery. Look, ye draw home enough, and 'tis very straight. Terrace Australia reliquid. Be you remembered, Marcus, she's gone, she's fled. Sirs, take you to your tools. You, cousins, shall go around the ocean and cast your nets. Happily, you may cast her in the sea, yet there's as little justice as at land. No, Publius and Sempronius, you must do it. 'Tis you must dig with mattock and with spade, and pierce the inmost centre of the earth. Then when you come to Pluto's region, I pray you, deliver him this petition. Tell him it is for justice and for aid, and that it comes from old Andronicus, shaken with sorrows in ungrateful Rome. All haunt Rome. Well, well, I made thee miserable. What time I threw the people's suffrages on him that doth tyrannize over me. Go, get you gone, and pray be careful all, and leave you not a man of war unsearched. This wicked inferior may have shipped her hence, and kinsmen, then we may go pipe for justice. Marcus. O Publius, is not this a heavy cane to see thy noble uncle thou distract? Um, Publius. Therefore, my lord, it highly us concerns, by day and night, to attend him carefully, and feed his humour kindly as we may, till time beget some careful remedy. Marcus. Kinsman, his sorrows are past remedy. Join with the Goths, and with revengeful war, take wreak on Rome for this ingratitude, and vengeance on the traitor Saturtine. Titus. Publius, how now? How now, my masters? What, have you met with her? Publius. No, my good lord, but Pluto sends you word. If you will have revenge from hell, you shall. Marry for justice. She is so employed, he thinks, with Job in heaven or somewhere else, so that perforce you must needs my stay a time. Titus. He doth me wrong to feed me with delays. I'll dive into the burning lake below, and pull her out of Acheron by the heels. Marcus, we are but shrubs, no cedars we, no big hound, no big boned men framed of the cyclops size, but metal, Marcus, still to the very back, yet wrong with wrongs more than our backs can bear, and sith there's no justice in earth nor hell, we will solicit heaven and move the gods to send down justice for to wreak our wrongs. Come to this gear. You are a good archer. Marcus. He gives him the arrows. Odd Jobim, that's for you. Here. And Apollonium and Admartum, that's for myself. Here, boy, to Peleus. Here to Mercury, to Saturn. Caius, not to Saturnine. You were as good to shoot against the wind. To it, boy. Marcus, loose when I bid. Of my word, I have written to effect. There's not a god left unsolicited. Marcus, kinsman, shoot all your shafts into the court. We will afflict the inferior in his pride. Titus. Now, masters, draw. They shoot. Oh, well said, Lucius. Good boy in Virgil's lap. Give it, Pallius. Marcus. My lord, I aim a mile beyond the moon. Your letter is with Jupiter by this. Titus. Ha, ha, ha. Publius. Publius, what hast thou done? See, thou hast shot off one of Taurus' horns. Marcus. This was the sport, my lord, when Publius shot. The bull, being galled, gave Ares such a knock that down fell both the ram's horses in the court, and who should find them but the impressed villain? She laughed, and told them more he should not choose, but give them to his master for a present. Titus. Why, there it goes. God give his lordship joy. Enter a clown with a basket and two pigeons in it. New. Okay. Okay. News from heaven. Marcus of post is come. Syra, what tidings? Have you any letters? Still I have justice. What says Jupiter? Um, um, Clown. Oh, the gibbet maker. He says that he hath taken them down again, for the man must not be hanged till the next week. Titus. But what says Jupiter? I ask thee. Clown. Alas, sir, I know not Jupiter. I never drank with him in all my life. Titus. Why, villain, art not thou the carrier? Clown. Ay, of my penguins, sir, nothing else. Titus. Why didst thou not come from heaven? Clown. From heaven? Alas, sir, I never came there. God forbid I should be so bold to press to heaven in my young days. Why, I am going with my pigeons to the tribunal plebs to take up a matter of brawl betwixt my uncle and one of the imperial's men. Marcus. Why, sir, that is as fit as can be to serve for your oration, and let him deliver the pigeons to the imperial from you. Titus. Tell me, can you deliver an oration to the imperial with a grace? Clown. Nay, truly, sir, I could never say grace to all my life. Titus. Syra, come hither. Make no more ado, but give your pigeons to the imperior. By me thou shalt have justice at his hands. Hold. Meanwhile,